Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live broadcast of Blaugranagram. Today, we will have Barcelona against Granada, a match in LaLiga in which Barcelona had pending after having to play last week the final of La Copa del Rey. And so today, Barcelona will finally have all those matches to catch up and be up to date against their rivals, Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. However, if Barcelona do win today, they would be leaders of La Liga, and they would face the final weekends as leader of La Liga for the first time, I think, in the whole season. So, exciting match, exciting everything, and let's hope that it does go the way of Barcelona. First of all, thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for supporting Blaugranagram. If you want to know more and you want to have daily articles of Barcelona, please go over to our website, check it out, leave us a like. Also, go over to all our media, our social media. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and thank you for all your support. Also, if throughout the game you have any question, have any comments, whatever, please feel safe to leave any of those in the comment box, and I'll be sure to check them out. We already have a few comments from the roof. Sachdeva, I'm sorry if I actually absolutely butcher your name. He says hello. Also, score prediction. I would like to say a comfortable 3-1 against Granada. Let's remember the last time they actually played these two teams. Barcelona had an amazing comeback in La Copa del Rey, and they at the end they won that match in which they were trailing 2-0 against Granada, and they came back to win it 5-3 or 5-2, if I remember correctly. So, let's hope that it goes that way as well. Another comment, Aisato Usman says 5-0, 5-0. Let's hope that it does end up being that kind of scoreboard for Barcelona, and we can hang on to that league title. Well, just before the game starts, I want to go over through the lineups really quickly. For Barcelona, we have Ter Stegen in goal, Mingueza, Piqué, Umtiti, a player that hasn't been really that called on this season, but he is starting today an important and key match. Let's hope that the French defender does well. Then we have Sergi Roberto, another player that also hasn't been that key player for Barcelona this season, and as he had a few seasons before, but he is back. Then we have in the midfield De Jong, Busquets, and Ilaix Moriba substituting Pedri, who has been playing basically every single minute of the season so far, being a starter for Barcelona, even after a lot of people not really seeing it that possible, as he was just a youngster. Well, he is a youngster, and nobody really predicted it. He had the immediate impact that he has in the last few, throughout the whole season. After that, we also have in the midfield Alba, who is another key player for Barcelona so far this season, Messi and Griezmann in the attack. For those that didn't know, Messi currently is leading the Pichichi race with 25 goals, with him just behind Karim Benzema with 21 and Gerard Moreno with 20. So another key match for Messi to add to that tally. Then on the substitute side for Barcelona, we do have Arnau Tenas and Neto in the goalkeeper, Araujo, Dest, Firpo, and Lenglet in the defense, Pjanic, Puig, Pedri in the midfield, and Trincao, Dembélé, and Conrad de la Fuente, another youngster that hasn't had too much opportunities under Ronald Koeman to really impress the Dutch manager. Then quickly, before the game starts, that is actually just a few seconds away, for Granada, we have Escandel and the goalkeeper, Diaz, Sanchez, Perez, and Furquier in defense, as well as Eteki, Herrera, Kini in the midfield, and then Luis Suarez, another Luis Suarez, not our former scorer, Machis, and Soldado. So to keep an eye out on that three forward men that have speed, and especially with Soldado with such a killer instinct. Then in the substitute, we have Fábrega, Costa, Marín, Barcia, Gongalons, Quina, and Soto, and finally Vico and Molina as attackers. So just a few seconds away from the match starting. It has started right now. The kickoff has been by Barcelona. And so let's hope that it is a good match for Barcelona. And it does we do take a hold of this opportunity to become league leaders for the first time. Right now, it is Barcelona that have the ball with Ilaix Moriba in the midfield. He tries to go forward, but he faces quite a few defenders. He has to go back to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba trying to keep the ball alongside with Frenkie de Jong. They do it successfully. And right now, Barcelona seem to be taking it quite slowly in this first minute of play, in which they are looking to have all the ball and not really let Granada do anything. Granada are trying to sit deep, I think. All their players are inside their own midfield. And Granada are simply just waiting for Barcelona to attack them and just hoping to retrieve the ball and possibly break into the counter quickly. So as of now, really, Barcelona have had control basically of the whole ball in the possession. But let's remember that sometimes it is the case that Barcelona can have the whole possession and they can be holding onto the ball, but not really being clinical or creating a lot of opportunities for the attackers. So let's hope that that is not the case and that they can keep attacking the Granada team. Right now, Barcelona still have the ball and they are trying to keep it. They're not really letting Granada come close to them. And also for those that a quick set of information that could be interesting for those of you. Barcelona haven't lost against Granada in the Camp Nou in the past at least 15 games. So they have they haven't lost against them. They have just drawn, I believe, a few times. So they do have a very high percentage of wins against Granada, and possibly one of the highest in the whole league and the whole history of Barcelona. So it is something to be optimistic about, that Barcelona can win against Granada easily. Let's hope that that is the case today. As of now, Barcelona still have the ball. They are keeping it away from Granada, really just keeping it in the midfield, and sometimes trying to find Lionel Messi, who is trying to do something a little bit different and being a little bit more clinical. But as of now, Barcelona not really stepping up a notch. It is just the first few minutes at the moment. They are in the first 4 minutes of the game, so really nothing that interesting happening still at the moment. Barcelona at the moment having basically the whole possession, and not really still doing anything. They are simply just trying to keep the ball and having a long succession of passes and having everything in control with their midfield that, as I said before, does have the wow factor with Ilaix Moriba right now. So it is interesting to see what the youngster that has taken the first team by storm really going to do against this team of Granada that is trying to do also something of a miracle against Barcelona, since we know that they are very hard to beat, and Granada having a very similar organization and stance against this Barcelona team, basically doing a mirror of the own formation. And so let's see how this works out for both teams. As of now, Barcelona still have the ball. They are trying to just keep it as long as possible and not really letting Granada do anything different from what they normally are trying to do. But at the moment, it does seem that Barcelona also aren't that interested in going all out in attack yet. And they are just trying to keep the ball. And at the moment, also Griezmann is trying to be a little bit more have a little bit more participation in the game. But Granada also very quickly trying to shut down any kind of pocket of space that Barcelona can have. And well, once again, if you have any question or anything, please be sure to send them into the comment box, and I'll be sure to check them out. And also, if you have anything to say or tell us, please be sure to head over to our please be sure to head over to all our social media, and well, yeah, leave us a like, leave us a comment, leave us anything, and we'll be sure to check them out. Barcelona right now still having basically all the possession, just 3 passes by Granada so far, and not really still doing anything at the moment for not really happening anything for for Granada. I'm sorry, and Granada just trying to wait out the whole storm that Barcelona are trying to induce at the moment. And Granada are trying to have a little bit more control of the ball, but not really being successful still at the moment. And they are trying to minimize whatever kind of attack Barcelona are trying to have, but so far not being that lucky for Granada. They are still trying to have a little bit more of the possession. Barcelona are having a lot of quick succession passes with the midfield, especially with Frenkie de Jong and Ilaix Moriba having a lot of participation. But let's hope that this continues so far for Barcelona. It has gone a little bit rocky still, but Barcelona still have a lot of the possession, and they are trying to not really let Granada even have a touch of the ball. But so far, it is good for Barcelona that they do have a lot of the possession. They are trying to not really let Granada do anything, but still, Barcelona haven't done anything to really surprise Granada. Barcelona right now just playing the ball in between their midfield. Ilaix Moriba and Sergio Busquets are being really having a lot of the ball, but also not really letting any of the midfield of Granada, especially Herrera and Etequi, who we know really like to have the ball and have a lot of participation, can't really do anything at the moment. But Barcelona are really not letting anything happen for Granada. And at the moment, also Barcelona having basically all the possession at the moment. And leaving Granada just with minimal possession. So far in these few minutes, Barcelona have almost 94% of all the possession, and leaving just 6% for Granada. So almost 10 minutes of play, and Barcelona have had basically the whole possession, the whole bulk of the possession at the moment, and not really letting Granada do anything, really having any of the ball. Just a quick update. Just a quick reminder of who Barcelona have on substitute bench in case this continues on. Barcelona can actually break the deadlock. They will be looking shortly to bring on a little bit more speed on the wing, especially with Ousmane Dembele, probably, or even Pedri, who, as I said before, is on the bench for basically the first time this whole season, and well, at least from the beginning of the season, in which Barcelona have relied a lot on the youngster, on the Spanish youngster, but still really interesting so far for Barcelona, having a lot of play for Pedri and not really allowing any other player to get a hold of this position. As well as another player that could possibly be on mind of Ronald Koeman could be Francisco Trincao. Francisco Trincao, another player that hasn't had that much of action since he arrived at Barcelona, but still another player to keep our eye on, as he does have some explosiveness and does seem to be able to get around the defense and be able to really produce something different than normally any other player of Barcelona could normally do. So at the moment, Barcelona still have basically the whole possession of the ball, the whole bulk of the possession. but still not really allowing anything to happen. As I said before, Barcelona will be trying to do. If they win this, Barcelona could be clinging on to the first place of LaLiga and put a lot more pressure into Atletico Madrid, who have been declining basically, or have been in a decline, and Real Madrid that currently also is competing for the Champions League. Another thing to keep an eye out and a mind on, as Real Madrid do have another thing to be preoccupied with, especially with a result against Chelsea, a 1-1 draw in Madrid, and something really difficult right now for Real Madrid to be really in between two competitions. So still, 12 minutes of play. Barcelona are trying to do everything in between their midfield. They are winning the midfield by a lot. They are not allowing basically Granada to do anything else. They are doing everything themselves. And at the moment, Barcelona are trying to lead through possession. And the midfield of Barcelona really playing solid, not allowing even Granada to do anything rather that difficult or that innovative. Once again, if you have any question or any comment, please leave them in the question or the comment box, and I'll be sure to check them out. And yeah, I mean, if you want to get on with the conversation or leave any comment on what player you think is having an outstanding game so far, or what player you think should be having a little bit more of playing time, please be sure to let us know, and we'll be check them out. We can check them out and have a little bit more of conversation. Still, Barcelona having a lot more possession at the moment and not really letting Granada do anything else. And I'm sorry, but I have some technical difficulties. And Barcelona still are on top on basically every single statistic there is to know. And Barcelona are trying to really win all the possession, not really let Granada do basically anything. Just one shot by Barcelona, 0 on target, 0 by Granada, and basically so far a very tight game. 2 corner kicks so far for Barcelona, and not really being able to do anything Granada at the moment. So also for those that wish to keep up with us, on next Sunday we will be also commentating the live match against Valencia, and another good chance for Barcelona to go ahead in LaLiga and just basically try to secure and deadlock that leadership of Barcelona that they haven't had in a long time in LaLiga, especially against such big rivals and important rivals such as Atletico de Madrid and Real Madrid. And right now, Barcelona are having once again the ball, almost 50 minutes of game, and we have it with 14 minutes and 20 seconds. Right now, the midfield of Barcelona once again are trying to have a quick succession of passes, and they are trying to have a lot of the possession, not really allow Granada to do anything. Granada also will be trying to prey on their any direct or free kick that they can have, to especially have any aerial duel that could favor them. Right now, Barcelona have the ball. Griezmann is in the box, and he is looking for a corner kick, and it is given for him after he has a clash with Darwin Machis. So Antoine Griezmann moving a lot inside the box and on the wings, and looking for those pocket of spaces that the defense in the midfield of Granada are allowing Barcelona to have. So this is the third corner kick for Barcelona. We have Messi that took it short with Griezmann. Now Messi with a cross. Messi looking for Mingueza, but the goalkeeper is quick to his feet and has now the ball in his possession. So at the moment, Granada have the ball with their goalkeeper, and they will be trying to possibly have a little bit more possession and do a lot more damage to Barcelona. At the moment, it is Granada trying to go quickly into attack, but the attack finally dies out and it goes all the way over to Marc-André ter Stegen. And now it is Samuel Umtiti that has the ball. He goes to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong trying to find quickly Messi. Messi on that right wing's always so dangerous. He does a little cutback. He goes back to Frenkie de Jong. And de Jong trying to get away, but three defenders of Granada are quick to get to him. And now Fernando Soldado is asking for a foul, and it is given to him after a very physical clash with Gerard Piqué. And finally, Roberto Soldado does draw a foul after Gerard Piqué was holding his kit, and they both went down. So free kick almost in the middle of the pitch, and it is a free kick for Granada. Granada will be surely trying to take it long to put a little bit more pressure into Marc-André ter Stegen. They do go long looking for Machís. He does send a crossover to Soldado, and Marc-André ter Stegen was telling Gerard Piqué to let the ball roll all the way over to him, but Gerard Piqué took it away from his own hands. And now they go all the way to Ilaix Moriba. Ilaix Moriba with a lot of green space in front of him. He faces one midfielder of Granada who takes a little bit his kit. It was Herrera who did it, but the referee did not see anything. And so the ball continues to roll. Now it is Frenkie de Jong with Sergio Busquets, who is pressured quickly by Jan Etequi and is finally taken down. So another foul, and a foul for now Barcelona. Barcelona once again have the ball in the midfield, and now Busquets trying to go long for Sergio Roberto, but the ball is cut out and simply kicked away, very very away from the Granada defender, and it falls all the way over to Marc-André ter Stegen, who plays it short with his defense. And now Oscar Mingueza trying to gain a little bit more space. He goes to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong goes back to Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets almost had the long pass to Sergio Roberto, but finally decides to go back to his defense. Samuel Umtiti has the ball, and now a little key ball between the defense of Barcelona, trying to cage a little bit more Granada inside their own half. And now finally Gerard Piqué does send a long pass to Frenkie de Jong. To Sergio Roberto. He goes back to Frenkie de Jong, and now Sergi a little bit more inside the half of Granada. A good pass by Busquets to Messi. Messi goes all the way back. He goes to Griezmann. Griezmann with a shot, but it is the goalkeeper of Granada who has a complete control of it. A good play by Barcelona, but at the end the shot was really poor by Antoine Griezmann, and Escandel had no problem in controlling it. It went basically right next to his legs, and he simply had to dive a little bit to have control of it. So Barcelona right now with a good opportunity, Antoine Griezmann with a good opportunity to shoot, but at the end not really having a good contact on the ball. And so another play with a lot of danger for Barcelona, but not really being clinical as they should be in these kind of games. Almost 20 minutes of play. Barcelona having once again the possession in Granada, just waiting for the Catalan team to do something a little bit different. Ilaix Moriba gets away from two defenders, but finally the third defender comes and takes the ball away. Now it is Fourquier that tries to go to Roberto Soldado, and he successfully finds him, but then Roberto Soldado brings down a player of Barcelona. It is Antoine Griezmann with his defensive skills, trying to take the ball away from Soldado, and Soldado brought him down. And Soldado does see a yellow card, so the first yellow card of the match for any player, and it is for Roberto Soldado. So 20 minutes of play, first yellow card of the match. It is for Roberto Soldado after a harsh duel against Antoine Griezmann. And so it is Barcelona's ball in the midfield, and as of now, Barcelona does have the ball with their defense, and it is quite a competitive match. Barcelona are having a lot of the ball. Granada having a good formation, not allowing Barcelona to have a lot of space. But when Granada has it, they do try to break quickly into space and try to put a lot of pressure into that defense of Barcelona, especially on the side of Samuel Umtiti and Jordi Alba. So at the moment, Barcelona does have the ball. Granada just waiting for them and trying to break a little bit more into the space and into counterattacks. But also Granada, once they have the ball, they become extremely physical and not trying to lose it as quickly as they could. Right now, Barcelona have the ball once again with Ilaix Moriba, but the midfield of Granada with Herrera won it back, but the defense simply got rid of it, and now it falls all the way over to Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto that has an aerial duel with Darwin Machís. Machís that wins at the end, and now they go to Jan Eteki. Jan Eteki has to go all the way back to Germán Sánchez, and he goes in turn to Víctor Díaz. And now Fulquier on that right wing. Fulquier goes back to Yangue Herrera. And they go very, very long to Darwin Machís, but it goes all the way over. It goes out of bounds. It was a good pass to Darwin Machís in the open field. But at the end, it was too long and too strong. Had Machís got there, he would have been in a really good situation against Marc-André ter Stegen. But at the end, the pass was too strong. It did break a little bit of what Granada had been doing in the last few minutes. So it is something different for Granada and possibly an alternative. So long balls or long passes into the space and quickness of Darwin Machís. But now Barcelona have activated a little bit more their attack pressure. And now it goes to Lionel Messi that tries to find Frenkie de Jong. He does find him, but gets a poor pass in return by Frenkie de Jong. He goes all the way over to Samuel Umtiti. Umtiti asking his teammates to have a little bit more of movement. And now it goes to Mingueza. Mingueza that looks to Griezmann. He does find Griezmann. Griezmann inside, almost in the edge of the box. He goes to Messi. Messi looking for a bit more space. He finds Ilaix Moriba. Ilaix Moriba tries to pass the ball once again to him. But it is, I think, Víctor Díaz that cut the ball out. And now it is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez that won the ball. And now it is Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets, who has the ball with a lot of time, not being really pressured by any of the midfield of Granada. He does go to Messi. Messi to Griezmann. Griezmann with a beautiful pass. Now to Messi. Messi, and it is a goal! Goal for Lionel Messi on the 23rd minute. It is an absolute beautiful play with Griezmann. Griezmann that had a quick turn around and then simply led Lionel Messi inside the box, who did a very, very good shot all the way over to the other side of the goal. He tucked it into the right bottom corner of the goal of Escandel. A good play between Lionel Messi and Frenkie de Jong. It is a great goal for Lionel Messi. So another one for his tally. He does go up to 26 in the Pichichi race. A very good play between Lionel Messi and Antoine Griezmann. And at the end, Escandel couldn't do anything. He just saw the ball go into his net. He tried to reach it, but the ball was simply placed beautifully on the inside the corner. And Lionel Messi with another good goal for Barcelona. So 23 minutes, Barcelona lead. Finally, that pressure and all that possession for Barcelona has some results and some positive results for them. So now the game does change a little bit for Granada. Granada will be trying to look a lot more for possession, a lot more chances in front of Frenkie, in front of goal of Marc-André ter Stegen. So now they will be trying, well, at least I think they will be trying to look for a goal to at least equalize. And now they do. They are pressuring a lot more the start of any play with Marc-André ter Stegen. And after the goal, actually, Samuel Umtiti had a very clear error and gave the ball away to Granada. But fortunately for Barcelona, the midfielder, I think it was Yangel Herrera, couldn't have a very good contact with the ball and finally slipped all the way out of bounds. And Marc-André ter Stegen simply had to once again start the ball. and put the ball in play. And now Barcelona are trying to break a little bit more into space. Lionel Messi facing the defense of Granada, and he does have a shot on, but the defense of Granada simply cut it off, and it didn't even reach the target of goal. So now it is Jordi Alba trying to find once again Messi into space, but the pass is really poor, and the defense of Granada now cleared it, but it once again falls to the feet of Barcelona players. And now it is once again Sergio Busquets that finds, I think it is Antoine Griezmann on that right wing. And now, once again, a lot of possession for Barcelona, just trying to keep the ball very close to the box of Granada, not really allowing them to breathe or have any say in where the ball goes. Now, a little bit of keep ball between the defense of Barcelona, especially with Samuel Umtiti looking for some teammates. He finally goes short to Busquets, who in turn goes to Jordi Alba. Now Busquets trying to go all the way over to the other side. He does find Lionel Messi on that right wing. Now Lionel Messi, he does find Frenkie de Jong, who is moving a lot in front of the box of Granada, and not really giving any ball or any pass for Lance, with a lot of movement so far for the Dutch midfielder. And now Barcelona once again have basically all the ball with 229 passes against just 42 by Granada. So an abysmal difference so far for Barcelona. And as I've said before, basically that tells you everything you need to know. Barcelona having the bulk of the possession and not really allowing even Granada to do anything or really have any single, have a lot of chances. 77% of possession for Barcelona against just 23 of Granada. Once again, it is Messi. Messi trying to do a little bit more for his team. He goes all the way over to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes to Samuel Umtiti. And Umtiti once again goes with his midfielders. And now it is Gerard Piqué that goes long to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes to Ilaix Moriba. Ilaix Moriba with a really good pass back to Sergio Busquets. Busquets once again with Messi. Messi with a little bit more space. He tries to find Ilaix Moriba. He does find him. He goes back to Lionel Messi, but once again, the pass is cut out quickly by the defense of Granada. But once again, it does fall to a Barcelona player now with Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto with Messi. Messi tried to find quickly Frenkie de Jong, but the ball just slithers out of bounds. And now it is a ball once again for Granada. A really good goal for those that couldn't tune in or just have tuned in. A really good goal for Barcelona. A goal for Lionel Messi after a really good play with Antoine Griezmann. A quick 1-2 between the two players. And finally, Lionel Messi had to simply, not tuck it in, but had a really good shot on target. And Escandel, the goalkeeper of Granada, really couldn't do anything to prevent that goal. Right now, Granada have the ball. They are trying to go a lot more into attack, especially with their midfielders advancing a little bit more meters inside the pitch. But at the end, this attack specifically goes all the way over to Marc-André ter Stegen, who now has the ball and goes to Oscar Mingueza. Oscar Mingueza goes to Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto goes to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong with a lot of space in front of him. Now he goes to Messi. Messi almost on the edge of the box. Another shot, but Victor Diaz once again cuts the attempt even before it even can reach its target. And now Darwin Machís draws a foul by Sergio Roberto. And now it is another foul by a Barcelona player after the pressure that they were trying to apply. So almost 30 minutes of play. Barcelona are leading at the moment, not really letting Granada do basically anything, but still Barcelona are doing everything in their power to not allow Granada to really do anything or have any danger on them. The ball is once again in play. It is Granada who has the ball. They are trying to move a lot more in the half of Barcelona, not being really that successful at the moment. It is a throw-in for Barcelona. Sergi Roberto will be in charge of that. He goes quickly to Ilaix Moriba that turns all the way and tries to find his way over to the other side of the pitch. He does. He gets away from two defenders, two midfielders of Granada. And now it is Samuel Umtiti. Now Sergio Busquets that goes to his longtime partner, Gerard Piqué. And now a little bit more of a possession between the midfielders and the defenders of Barcelona. Now Lionel Messi trying to go forward, but he does draw a foul. I believe it was Nahuel Perez who hit him. Lionel Messi is on the ground. He is what seems a lot of pain. It does seem as if he contacted Lionel Messi's face. We'll see very quickly right now. Perez does leave a lot of his arm and elbow into just the stomach of Lionel Messi, and probably that's what the Argentine star is trying to get over to, trying to talk over with the referee, telling him that he did have a lot of contact. And now Lionel Messi does have a small cut on his lower lip, and telling him that the contact was with his elbow. So now a free kick for Barcelona with a little bit of possibility for a good cross. Not really inside the distance of Lionel Messi to try a direct attempt, but Lionel Messi will be looking for a good cross for his teammates and trying to put them in a good position of goal. Messi is getting ready to have his say in this free kick. The referee gives his go away, but they simply play it short. And now Sergio Roberto inside the box. He goes with a good cross, but nobody's there to tuck it into home. And now Fulquier trying to break quickly into space. He does face Oscar Mingueza and Ilaix Moriba. He finally gets away from the two. And now with trying to have a good pass over to Darwin Machís, but the referee does signal a foul by the two players of Barcelona. And now it is once again a free kick for Granada. In that cross by Sergio Roberto, it was a good cross. It was very close to the ground, so it could have gone either way. But nevertheless, nobody was really there to tuck it in or even have a touch of the ball. And now Granada try to go quickly into space, and Gerard Piqué does go down to the ground, trying to cut off any attempt. And now a player of Granada is on the ground with a lot of pain, it seems. It is Kini, I believe, who isn't even getting up. The Barcelona players are continuing with the play, but they should put it out of bounds to allow the player to receive any medical attention. Also, the referee isn't doing anything or isn't giving any indication that the game will come to a halt. The players of Granada are asking the referee to do something about it. Finally, the referee does do something, and he does go over to Kini to see what the problem is. He is still laying on the ground, what seems with a lot of pain, after a good tackle by Gerard Piqué, in which Gerard Piqué simply brought him to a halt completely. It does seem as if his right ankle could be the one in distress or trouble. Gerard Piqué did slid in well. He didn't have any wrongful contact with a player of Granada, but Kini does seem to be touching a lot his right foot, and with a lot of pain. Right now, a player of Granada is getting ready to warm up. He will simply begin his preparation in case he is needed. I'll tell you in a second who it would be. I think it would be Gongalons, I believe. We will have to see, but let's hope that Kini can get up and can continue with the game, especially as he has had a good. He hasn't had a bad match so far. He does get up, fortunately, and he does seem as he could continue on. Once again, if you have any question, any comment, please share to let it in the comment section, and I'll be sure to check them out. And please also tell me what your score prediction could be for this match and what could be the end result. Right now, almost 35 minutes of play. It will be a drop ball for Barcelona, as they did have possession. the referee is telling the players of Granada to give them a little bit more of distance, as he will simply drop in. And now the match is resumed. And now Oscar Mingueza has the possession of the ball. He goes to Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto on the right wing. He finds Antoine Griezmann, but the ball is simply cut off. Now Eteki is disarmed by Antoine Griezmann, and Antoine Griezmann now goes down after a challenge by one of the midfielders of Granada. And Granada tried to go quickly into space, and now a good pass by Sergio Busquets to Messi. Messi on one-on-one situation, but the ball just goes a little bit wide of the post. A 1-1 situation with Messi, a good, really, really good pass by Sergio Busquets. And Messi had the situation on 1-1 against the goalkeeper. He was onside, but his attempt simply went a little bit wide of the post as Escandel really tried to cover all the angles. I do believe he did have a touch on it, so it should be a corner kick for Barcelona. It is. Antoine Griezmann is getting ready to take it, and here the cross comes in. And a few players of Barcelona got on top. Samuel Umtiti had a good contact, but the ball simply went to the hands of Escandel, who didn't even have to move after the header went simply to his direction and to his hands. So 2 very good attempts by Barcelona right now on attack. And Escandel right now will put the ball once again into play. So 2 attempts in which Barcelona could have gone in front with a 2-goal margin, but either it was, Escandel had his say on both occasions, and really good reflexes in that attempt by Lionel Messi. So right now, Granada are trying to have a lot more of the possession, especially through their midfield, and being a lot more physical against Barcelona, but not really being that successful so far. A really good pass once again by Sergio Busquets, with that pass to Lionel Messi, allowing him to be simply in a 1v1 situation. But at the end, the play did not result in what could have been a goal. Right now, Barcelona have it once again. Sergio Busquets finds once again Lionel Messi inside the box with a good cross, and it seemed as if Antoine Griezmann would have gotten to that ball and simply tucked it in, but at the end, the ball just went a little bit in front of him. And now Granada has the ball once again and trying to break quickly into space with Darwin Machís. And now looking for Luis Suarez on the other end. But at the end, Samuel Umtiti is very quick to his sector and simply got the ball away and was really, really good, and decided to simply get away to get rid of it instead of getting into any kind of trouble. And now a throw in for Granada, really close to the corner kick edge. It is Fulquier who puts the ball once again into play. He goes to Darwin Machís. Darwin Machís that is very close to him. Fulquier with a good cross, but it goes all the way over to the other side where where Sergi Roberto is quick to have a control, but with a poor pass, he tried to find his teammates, but Kini was quick. And now Roberto Soldado is inside the box. He goes behind to Eteki, and Eteki with a good attempt, a good opportunity for a good attempt, but at the end, the attempt went all the way over the crossbar of Marc-André ter Stegen. So Granada trying to activate a lot more their possession and their pressure when Barcelona are trying to build all the way from the bottom, from the back. But Granada also allowing a little bit more space for the attackers of Barcelona. Right now it is ball possession for Barcelona with Ilaix Moriba. Ilaix Moriba goes back to Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann goes to Samuel Umtiti. And now a little bit keep ball between the midfield of Barcelona. But once again, the team of Granada get it back quickly. They're trying to break a little bit more into speed. And now Roberto Soldado is a lot of space. He goes inside the box. He does face Samuel Umtiti. He did a try to put a good cross in. But Samuel Umtiti once again is there to simply slide and get the ball out of bounds. So another corner kick for Granada after another really good intervention by Samuel Umtiti. Roberto Soldado did see, I do believe, Luis Suarez that was basically alone on the other side and would simply have to tap it in. But Samuel Umtiti with a really good tackle and intervention. So free kick for Granada, the first free kick for them, and Barcelona have four. Good cross but Gerard Piqué is very quick to simply react and get the ball away. The ball falls once again to the feet of Granada players. They try to go long, and once again, Piqué simply wins the ball. He goes to Sergio Roberto, who in turn goes to Sergio Busquets, who is fouled by I don't know if it was Kini or Herrera, but the ball once again is rolling. Very active first half for Lionel Messi and Sergio Busquets, who have been the main avenues of the attack. Now they go to Jordi Alba on that left wing. They go back to Antoine Griezmann. And now Messi trying to look for a good pass. He does find Antoine Griezmann. And the Astro Argentine tries to find once again Antoine Griezmann, but the ball simply is controlled by the defense of Granada, and they try to get rid of it, but it falls to the feet once again of Busquets. So right now, Barcelona are keeping the whole possession of the ball very close to the box of Granada, also not really doing anything that different. Lionel Messi is trying to find once again a teammate. He does go for a good pass to Frenkie de Jong, but it was simply too strong, and it went out of bounds. So once again, it is a ball for Escandel, who will put the ball into play once again. Roberto Soldado was asking for a penalty, and that latest corner kick. Nevertheless, the referee did not see anything, or even the VAR did not see anything worthwhile. So it will be once again a ball for Granada. Almost 42 minutes of play. Barcelona still leading 1-0 with that goal of Messi in the 23rd minute. Granada trying to be dangerous, but not really being allowed by Barcelona as well. Fulquier has the throw-in right now. He goes quickly to Roberto Soldado, whose pass is intercepted by Gerard Piqué. Gerard Piqué has been all over Roberto Soldado whenever he comes into contact with the ball. Right now it is Sergio Busquets that goes to the middle with Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi that trying to look for his teammates. He's trying to get away from the defender of Granada, of Neuwen Perez, who does see a yellow card for excessive pulling of Lionel Messi's kit. Messi simply got away from Neuwen Perez, and he was obligated to put a stop to the Argentine, as he had put the defense a little bit in distress. So a free kick for Barcelona near the midfield. Sergio Busquets does put the ball once again into play with Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto goes back to Busquets. Busquets to Umtiti. Umtiti to Alba. Alba tries to find, and he does find Antoine Griezmann almost on the corner of the box. He goes back to Alba. Alba to Messi. Messi trying to find once again Jordi Alba, but not really being successful. Busquets to Messi. Messi goes to the left. He goes to Moriba. Moriba now Alba. Alba tries a little quick succession pass with Griezmann, but Griezmann simply pass goes all the way over to Escandel. So the goalkeeper once again has the ball. Barcelona still leading 1-0. Almost arriving at the 45th minute. Barcelona still leading with that goal of Lionel Messi. Really good play and good shot by Lionel Messi. Fulquier once again has to throw in on that right wing for Granada. Fulquier goes short to Herrera, but Jordi Alba simply headed the ball away. And now it goes once again into the midfield of Barcelona. Samuel Umtiti has a touch on it, but I think it was Herrera that brought him down after an aerial duel. And now Barcelona trying to break quickly into space. Frenkie de Jong that finds Lionel Messi. Messi goes back to Moriba, and he is brought down by the back, but the referee does not give any foul. And now Sergio Busquets trying to win the ball back. He does have a good tackle on on the player of Granada, was trying to break quickly into space, and and the ball once again is with Barcelona. Once again, Messi trying to break quickly into space, going against a defender of against a midfielder of Granada, and he is brought down. But the referee simply gives the final whistle of this first half. So halftime for Barcelona. They are leading 1-0 by a goal of Lionel Messi. He does reach 20. He does reach 26 goals in the Pichichi race, just being ahead of Karim Benzema with 21 and Gerard Moreno with 20. So Lionel Messi did score in this first half for FC Barcelona. They have won a lot of good possession in the midfield. They are trying to do something different against this Granada team that have been waiting for them. But after that goal, Granada had been basically obligated to open a bit more spaces, looking for that equalizer goal. But not really putting into a comfortable situation either the defense of Barcelona or Marc-André Stegen. Just that one intervention by Samuel Umtiti in which Roberto Soldado had a lot of space in front of him. But yeah, Barcelona are leading so far. They are winning 1-0 with that goal of Lionel Messi. And let's hope that it continues this way. Once again, please be sure to head over to our social media, like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want, and be sure to check us out. And yeah, I'll take a quick break at this halftime, and I'll be sure to be back for the second half. So, and also, if you have any question, anything to say, please be sure to let him in the comment question. I'll be sure to check him out. And yeah, I'll be right back in a few minutes. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this live coverage of Barcelona against Granada. Right now, for those that couldn't tune in before, or those that couldn't listen to us before, Barcelona are leading at the Camp Nou against Granada after a really good goal of Lionel Messi, after a really good pass and a good play with Antoine Griezmann. So another goal for the tally of Lionel Messi. He does now have 26 goals in LaLiga, leading the Pichichi race. And a really good match so far for Barcelona, having a lot of the possession, not allowing, not really letting Granada do anything. But let's hope that it keeps up that way. Granada are trying to be really physical against the midfield of Barcelona. Ilaix Moriba has been having a good match so far, not being really that lethal or that creative, especially on that left wing with Jordi Alba. But so far, a good match overall for Barcelona. One man to stand up, besides obviously Lionel Messi and Antoine Griezmann, is Samuel Umtiti. Samuel Umtiti has had two good interventions in the match so far, and especially also Gerard Piqué. Gerard Piqué has been really all over and on top of Roberto Soldado, not allowing the attacker to have any opportunity so far, and basically just putting him into a position in which the attacker does not like to be. And once again, for those that are tuning in or are listening, please be sure to comment submit your question or comments below. I'll be sure to check them out. Actually, we do have one from Charlie Barca that says, as this is a rotated starting 11 and Pedri needs a rest, could we see Puig get some minutes? I would really like to see Puig get some minutes, especially against this team of Granada, who are so far really showing a lot of defensive skills, and Puig could be really useful to break that lock in the defense. So I would like to see Puig, as you said, it is a rotating 11, and Pedri does need a rest certainly. So I would like to see Puig get some minutes, as well as, well, I know it is just hopeful wishing, but I would like to see Conrad de la Fuente as well get a few minutes on that wing. And let's see if we can also see Ousmane Dembele that was injured for after one training session, I believe, and he hasn't played. He hasn't played in the last games. So let's hope that also Ousmane Dembele can have a return. And yeah, please be sure to support Blaugranagram and support our podcast network. We just launched one in Spanish in which we are talking about basically the women's team and Barcelona B. So please be sure to check that out as well. It's brand new. We just had our first episode. And let's take a quick look at the substitutes of Barcelona. We have Neto Antenas in the goalkeeper, Araujo, Dest, and Firpo and Lenglet in the defense, Pjanic, Puig, and Pedri for the midfield, Trincao, Dembele, and De La Fuente in the attack. So any of those players could actually come on. I don't think Ronald Koeman will bring anyone on for this beginning of the second half, but we'll have to see. Lionel Messi also being really active, something that is always really positive for Barcelona. He is asking a lot for the ball. He did have a second chance to put Barcelona up 2-0, but the Barcelona attacker simply couldn't put it away. And we'll have to see if this changes in any way for the second half. Also, really quick a rundown of the substitute of Granada. They have Fábrega and Costa in the bench for goalkeeper, Marín, Barcia, Gongalons, Quina, and Soto in the midfield, and Vico and Molina as the attackers who can possibly fill in any void or any lack of attack for Granada. Right now, the teams are back on the pitch. The referee is getting ready to blow the whistle and get the second half in away. All the players seem to be really enjoying themselves and enjoying the match so far. As I said, it is being a good match for Barcelona. A tight match so far, just one goal difference. But this can turn any second if Granada have the opportunity. So right now, Barcelona are Granada has put the ball once again into play. The defense of Granada do have the ball at the moment. They are trying to get quickly into space, but the pressure of Barcelona is not allowing them. So it now is a throw in after I believe it was Perez that got simply rid of the ball after Lionel Messi was trying to pressure him. Right now it's Sergio Busquets in the midfield going to Ilaish Moriba. Moriba goes to his left, to that left wing with Jordi Alba. And now Sergio Busquets that finds Roberto with Messi. Messi cutting a little bit into the midfield. He goes back to Busquets. Busquets goes to Samuel Umtiti. So it is basically another tale of what happened in the first half. And now it is Ilaish Moriba inside the box. Now Antoine Griezmann with a good shot, but it goes wide of the goal. Another good play between the players of Barcelona. Samuel Umtiti found Ilaish Moriba with a huge pocket of space in between the midfield and the defense. He went back to Antoine Griezmann, and Antoine Griezmann put it to his right foot, and with a half turn tried to put it on to the right to the right post of the goal, but it went simply just wide of the goal. Another attempt by Barcelona that they don't take fully into their capacities. And now we see Pedri that is getting ready and warming up in case he is needed. Right now, Granada are once again trying to have a little bit more of the ball. They pressure on Sergio Busquets, who had intercepted, and Granada wants have the ball once again with Gini. Gini goes to Machís. Machís goes all the way over to Luis Suarez. Back to Machís against Sergio Roberto. He goes for a long cross, trying to find Fourquier, but the ball goes out of bounds, and it is once again ball for Barcelona, for Marc-André ter Stegen, who puts it quickly into play. He goes to Gerard Piqué. He goes to Umtiti. Umtiti goes to the midfield with Sergio Busquets. Back to Piqué. Piqué is showing a lot of dominance and patience in this game so far. Now Messi finds Ilaish Moriba, and they find once again Jordi Alba, who goes to Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann with Busquets with Messi. Messi once again with Busquets, who is brought down by Yangel Herrera. Herrera that has been involved in quite a few tackles by Granada. Nevertheless, the only players that have seen a yellow card in this match are Roberto Soldado, the attacker, and Neumann Perez after a tackle and basically just a pull of the shirt against Lionel Messi, who had gone away from him. So the ball is once again into play. It is Oscar Mingueza that has a little bit of key ball between the defenders of Barcelona. They finally go to Sergio Busquets that gets away from Eteki. And now Messi with a little bit more space. He almost found Antoine Griezmann, but at the end he was too pressured to release the ball. So now he goes back to Sergio Busquets. Busquets that goes to the right wing with Sergio Roberto. Roberto back to Busquets. Now Messi to Antoine Griezmann that is brought down. Lionel Messi tries to continue the play, but the referee does not give anything. So it is now a foul, I believe, by Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann looks at the referee as asking what happened right there. And now it is a free kick for Granada. It was Ilaish Moriba that cut off a little bit the advance of Herrera. And right now, once again, Perez for the defense of Granada puts the ball into play. It is Sanchez. Sanchez has to go all the way back to Escandel. Escandel kicks it far away over to Soldado. Soldado that once again is covered up by Gerard Piqué really well. And Mingueza has the ball once again. He goes to ter Stegen. Ter Stegen that quickly goes to Jordi Alba on the left wing. He finds now Ilaish Moriba. Ilaish Moriba is brought down. He does draw a foul after Yangel Herrera once again brought him down. So very physical match so far for both midfields at the moment. But nevertheless, Barcelona are still leading. So so it is still a very positive match so far for Barcelona. Let's hope that it can continue this way. And now it is Machís that is trying to break quickly into space. He finds Soldado with a clear opportunity. He tries to go to Luis Suarez, and Piqué cuts it off. And now Samuel Umtiti takes care of the business. And he simply kicked the ball away as far away as possible from his own box. And now it falls to Oscar Mingueza, who finds Roberto. Roberto that goes to Busquets. Busquets goes all the way over to Ilaix Moriba on that left wing. And now Moriba finds Roberto once again, who goes in turn to Busquets. And now they are trying to go a little bit more swiftly into attack Barcelona through Antoine Griezmann and Sergio Busquets as basically the distributor of all good passes. Roberto switches a little bit his position with Messi. Messi now on that wing and Roberto in the midfield. They now go back into their natural positions. And now Samuel Umtiti, with a lot of patience, he goes back to Busquets. Busquets is trying to find Antoine Griezmann in between lines. He does find him. He tries to go to Ilaix Moriba, but Fourquier is quickly to intercept the ball. But once again, Mingueza intercepts for Barcelona. Mingueza, another solid match for him, not really drawing any fouls or doing anything that rash. And very solid in defense so far for this Barcelona side. Messi has the ball, but it is taken away from him through Eteki and Yangel Herrera, but it falls once again after Busquets pressured a lot the midfielders. Messi with Roberto. Roberto back to Messi. Messi back to Mingueza. And now the midfielders of Barcelona have it once again with Ilaix Moriba. They go back to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba tries to find a little bit more space, but Fourquier is quick once again to intercept any ball to that left back of Barcelona. And once again, Umtiti goes to Sergio Busquets. It looks as if all the passes go through Busquets today. And now Messi finds Frenkie de Jong with a good cross. He goes to Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto with a good attempt, but it goes over the bar of Escandel. A good passes between Barcelona. It was a really good pass by Busquets to missing between lines, and then a really good cross by Frenkie de Jong. And then Sergio Roberto tried to hit it with the inside part of his foot, but it went just a little bit over the crossbar. So 52 minutes of play, and Barcelona have had another chance to put another goal to their tally in this match. As long as Granada don't have any kind of control, it doesn't look as if Granada can really produce any danger against Marc-André ter Stegen. Nevertheless, this can change any second, so let's hope that Barcelona can score a goal in the next few minutes. Ousmane Dembélé also getting ready, warming up on that sideline. Possibly will have a few minutes, bringing him back into action after a very minor injury by the French winger. And Barcelona right now once again have the ball after another attempt finding Roberto Soldado in that deep pass. But Roberto Soldado hasn't been that lucky at all this match. Anything that he has attempted hasn't really followed any danger against Marc-André ter Stegen. His passes have gone either intercepted or haven't really hit the target. And I don't think he's really had any shot on target so far. Actually, Granada as a whole team hasn't shot on target so far. So Barcelona is covering well, is having a good defensive day, but they should look for another goal and not really risk Granada drawing this match. Sergio Busquets with another really good pass to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong inside the box, but he is intercepted by Eteki. And now Perez gets rid of the ball. And once again, Frenkie de Jong, a vessel of attack for Barcelona in between those lines that simply seem invisible for some players of Granada. And Sergio Busquets is quick to finding them. Busquets so far has 86 passes in total for his own with 87% success rate. Has intercepted six balls so far and been really key for Barcelona, having really good passes, especially that attempt that Messi simply couldn't put away. But a really good performance so far for Sergio Busquets so far, and also hasn't committed any foul. Another important key factor for the Barcelona midfielder. Also, on a side note, if Lionel Messi or Frenkie de Jong see any yellow card in this match, they would be missing the next match of this Sunday against Valencia, and they really shouldn't risk any any rash decisions or anything to really put the team in jeopardy, especially as they are both key players or have been key players throughout this whole season. Right now, Barcelona have the ball with Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann finds uh, Jordi Alba on that left wing. They go back to Busquets. Busquets a little bit pressured by Herrera. Back to Umtiti. Umtiti goes to Mingueza and once again goes to Busquets. Busquets looking for a pass. He finds Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto with a good cross, but it went just behind the back of Elias Moriba and couldn't really have any attempt or any opportunity of taking that in. So another good pass by Sergio Busquets into the space and looking for key plays in spaces that are simply impossible for the defense of Granada to cover at all. Another good cross by Sergio Roberto, but not really successful in that final touch of finding either Elias Moriba or Antoine Griezmann, I believe, were the players. Now it is Messi who goes to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong, they try to find Antoine Griezmann and now pressures the goalkeeper Escandel. Now it is Roberto Soldado who finally wins the ball, but simply can't control it correctly, and now it falls all the way over to Jordi Alba and to Mingueza. Busquets tried to find Lionel Messi. He does intercept a pass of Granada. Messi gets away from Herrera. He does find Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann inside the box tries to dribble away from a few players. He finds Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba is trying to cut a little bit more into the center of the pitch. He goes back to Busquets. Busquets to Frenkie de Jong. Once again to the Spanish left back Alba. Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong back to Griezmann. A little bit of keep ball between three players of Barcelona and against two defenders of Granada. Now Oscar Mingueza with De Jong. Mingueza back to Sergio Busquets. Now Jordi Alba. Once again, Busquets finds Messi almost on the edge of the box. He goes to De Jong back to Roberto. Roberto inside the box. He goes with a cross all the way over to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes back to Busquets. Busquets finds once again Roberto, and Roberto slides, trying to have a little bit of touch in the ball, but the ball just goes out of bounds. Really good possession by Barcelona. Really good passes and succession of passes, but not really being that lucky, not having that final touch that could really put them in a position of winning this match comfortably. They are comfortable at the moment. They are having basically the bulk possession of the ball, but not being really lucky in that final part of the pitch in which they could have a big difference at the moment. Lionel Messi and Sergio Busquets are being really active for Barcelona at the moment. Busquets really having one of those days in which he is really accurate. He does have a lot of key passes, but now, at the moment, he hasn't had that final touch in which he could put his team 2 goals in front. As I was saying that, Granada was trying to pull a bit more into pressure into the defense of Barcelona, but at the end, I think it was Luis Suarez that drew a foul, committed a foul against Samuel Umtiti. So now, once again, it's ball for Barcelona. As a player of Granada is getting ready to come on, probably a substitute in attack, trying to pull a bit more fresh legs and possibly a little bit more speed for the Granada team, who are currently trailing 1-0. And I think it is Molina, another attacker. We'll see who will be coming off. I believe it will be Roberto Soldado. He does have a yellow card and hasn't had a lot of good takes so far in this match. And now, once again, Messi in the half of Granada, trying to have a little bit more of possession and having a little bit more of the say-so. Now Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann goes to Frenkie de Jong. Now back to Sergio Busquets. Busquets finds once again Sergio Roberto. Messi goes back to Busquets. Busquets finds once again Sergio Roberto on that right wing. Once again back to Busquets. And now they go to Messi. Messi with Mingueza. Mingueza looking for his teammates, looking for someone to do something different. He's trying to find Sergio Roberto, but Sergio Roberto cannot reach that pass of Mingueza. So it will be another ball for Escandel. And now I do believe the Oh, it will be a double substitution for Granada. It is Roberto Soldado who is coming off for Molina, and it will be Gongalons coming on for Janet Teki. So double substitution, one in the midfield and one in the attack of Granada. We'll see if they will bring anything different to the table for this Granada team that are really needing someone to do something in order to bring them back into the game, because so far they haven't really put any pressure to Marc-André ter Stegen's goal, and they have been nullified by this really good Barcelona side so far. Elias won that aerial duel against, I believe it was the just substituted Congalons. Now they find Antoine Griezmann into a little bit of space. He does face Victor Diaz. Victor Diaz covers him really well, not really allowing him to progress anymore. Antoine Griezmann is forced to go back all the way to Jordi Alba. And now he goes to Sergio Busquets. Busquets to Frankie de Jong, now Sergio Roberto. And once again, the Barcelona defense and midfield are having complete control of the ball and trying to do a lot more damage to Granada, but not being that successful at the moment. And now Sergi Roberto goes back to Mingueza. Mingueza goes all the way over to Umtiti. He finds his French teammate Antoine Griezmann. Now Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes to the youngster Elias Moriba. Moriba goes to Busquets. Busquets tries to find Sergio Roberto, but the ball is intercepted by Perez. So a throw in for Sergio Roberto in Barcelona. He takes a quake. He goes back to Mingueza. Mingueza with Busquets. Busquets to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba finds Antoine Griezmann, who is on the edge of the box. He tries to find Elias Moriba, but now Granada are breaking quick into space. And I think it was Luis Suarez who was brought down by Antoine Griezmann. Luis Suarez was trying to break a little bit more into space, but Luis Suarez was trying to break into space, but Antoine Griezmann was quick to where he was and simply pulled a little bit of his t-shirt. And now it is once again Luis Suarez that is taking Granada into space. And now it falls to Darwin Machís, and it is a goal for Granada. A really good pass by Luis Suarez to Darwin Machís, and Darwin Machís was in a 1v1 situation after Oscar Mingueza was surprised by that great pass by Luis Suarez. And now it is a goal for Granada. 63 minutes. We are tied 1-1. Ronald Koeman is clearly not happy with his team. Oscar Mingueza was found out of space and time. He wasn't where he was supposed to be. And now Darwin Machís was given the green light to go simply against Marc-André ter Stegen. And now it is a goal for Granada. A really, really good pass. Oscar Mingueza had a touch on it, but simply could not have enough to cut it off. And then simply Darwin Machís had to face Marc-André ter Stegen and beat him, I think, through his legs. The German goalkeeper tried to spread his legs as far as possible, trying to cover up as much space as possible. But Darwin Machís at the end was victorious, and so 1-1, 64 minutes of play, and we are tied once again. Barcelona didn't really commit to going for that second goal, not really doing anything to even put in an uncomfortable situation to Escandel. And now they are resenting a little bit more that situation. Messi hasn't been that active this season, this second half, as he was in the first. And now it is a little bit more of pressure on Barcelona, as they will have to go for another goal. And Granada could simply just wait out the remainder of this match. As we see three players that are warming up: Pedri, Ousmane Dembele, and Junior Firpo. We'll have to see who Ronald Koeman finally decides to bring on, as he will need certainly another goal, especially if he does wish to go ahead in LaLiga. For those that didn't know, if Barcelona do win this match that was pending for them, they would go ahead in LaLiga. But if they were to simply draw, they would, I think, go into second place, just behind Atletico de Madrid. And now we see the referee showing the red card to Ronald Koeman, I believe. Ronald Koeman, who was having a lot of words and discussion with the fourth official. So Ronald Koeman is sent off. He will have to see the remainder of the match from the stands. Ronald Koeman clearly not happy with what he's seeing in the match. He has been sent off. So one man down for Barcelona, the manager. We'll see what he has to say and what he has to do for the second half and the remainder of the match, and see what players he will be thinking of to send into the pitch to try to gain once again the lead. And it does look very, very clear what the game plan is now for Granada. Once again, they will simply wait in their own half for Barcelona to get close enough and then pressure at a certain point, but not really looking beyond that. They are happy with this trust, as it seems. But now Barcelona have the ball with Oscar Mingueza. Mingueza with Sergi Roberto. Back to Mingueza. Mingueza to Gerard Piqué. And now Alba on that left wing. Now Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann tried to find Jordi Alba, but the ball simply was not controllable by the left back, and now it will be a throw-in for Granada. It will be a throw-in for Granada. It will be Diaz who will put the ball once again into play. And now it is once again in the possession of Barcelona after a quick interception by Gerard Piqué and Samuel Umtiti. It falls to Busquets. Busquets looking for a deep ball over to Alba, but Fulquier is quick there and wins the ball. And now he draws a foul of Ilaix Moriba. So a free kick for Granada. Ilaix Moriba has been having a good match, not his best match with the first team, but a good match nevertheless. He hasn't been that much into contact with the ball. He did have that good play with Antoine Griezmann, but other than that, having a basically regular match. Now the ball falls to two players of Granada who don't really speak with each other. Had they done it, it would have either been a really good attempt on target by either Machís or Luis Suarez, but they didn't communicate well. So now Barcelona have the ball with Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes to Busquets. Busquets that tries to find, and he does find Antoine Griezmann. Griezmann goes to Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto on that right sector of the pitch. Now back to Griezmann. Messi with Alba. Alba tries to cross, but Fulquier simply cuts it away. Back to Alba. Alba does not let it get out of play, and he goes back to Umtiti, and in turn goes all the way over to Mingueza. Mingueza to Sergi Roberto. Frenkie de Jong. Granada just waiting for Barcelona at the moment. They are simply just trying to wait out this storm as best as possible. And Granada aren't really interested anymore in having the ball, as long as they can get rid of it as quickly as possible and not allow Barcelona to have any clear attempt or shot against their own goal. Another long pass for I think it was Darwin Machís, but he was offside. As we see now, Ronald Koeman, who is talking with his assistant over the phone and telling him what to do or what changes should be made. Darwin Machís was offside on that last play by Granada. And now we see Barcelona have the ball once again with Frenkie de Jong. And he goes back to Sergio Busquets. Busquets to Messi. Messi with Griezmann. Messi once again with Griezmann. Once again Messi. Messi with a good play. But I think it was Machís that was really quick to his place to disarm Messi. And now once again Fulquier takes the ball away, but Busquets is quick, and now he intercepts the ball. And now Busquets that finds once again Sergi Roberto on that right wing. Griezmann tried to connect with him with a 1-2, but Perez by Granada simply kicked the ball away. It was a throw-in for Barcelona. Sergi Roberto did go with Antoine Griezmann, and now Busquets. Busquets with Umtiti with Jordi Alba. Now Ilaix Moriba, back to Jordi Alba, back to Busquets, and now a little bit more of keep ball between Barcelona, not showing impatience or any kind of frustration at the moment, but the clock is still ticking, and they will be under a lot more pressure as time goes by. Now it is Luis Suarez, I think. No, it is Machís. Machís breaking into space, getting away from Busquets. Now he finds Gongalons, Herrera. Once again, Machís. Machís goes back to Fourquier. Fourquier now does go to Gongalons. He's a little bit pressured by Griezmann, but he goes all the way back to his defense. Griezmann is quick to intercept. Now Frenkie de Jong with Messi trying to break Mel into space quickly. And now Messi trying to get away from a defender, but a great interception by Germán Sánchez. And now Frenkie de Jong with a good cross trying to find Gerard Piqué, who was inside the box after that quick counter of Barcelona. Now it falls to Sergio Roberto, and Sergio Roberto tried to pass it back to Antoine Griezmann, but he hit it out of bounds. So it is now a throw-in for Granada. A great tackle by Germán Sánchez against Lionel Messi. Very fair, but it does seem as if he did. He is a little bit of pain and discomfort. So after that good interception, he is off. He is down, and now a double substitution for Barcelona. And Ousmane Dembélé and Pedri come on for Oscar Mingueza and for Ilaix Moriba. So possibly now the order for Barcelona would be Sergio Roberto in that space that Oscar Mingueza was occupying, and Pedri will be using his nominal place inside the pitch in where Ilaix Moriba was playing today. So now a little bit more speed for Barcelona, a little bit more of control possibly for their midfield. Right now, Barcelona have the ball once again. It does seem also as if Barcelona could have gone back to their 4-3-3, formation, but we'll have to see how this pans out at the end. We have now Ousmane Dembélé with his first touches of the ball. He tries to get away from the defense of Granada, who are pressuring him with two defenders. He finally has to go back to Sergio Roberto. He goes to Busquets with Umtiti to Jordi Alba with a cross, trying to find Frenkie de Jong, and he almost was in a situation in which he could have scored, but it was Germán Sánchez that had a touch on the ball before he could even reach Frenkie de Jong. What a good cross by Jordi Alba. Now it is Pedri. Pedri takes it short and quick. He goes to Jordi Alba with a good cross, but it falls once again to the defense of Granada, and they simply head it away as far away as possible. It falls all the way back to Pedri. Pedri that goes back to Alba with another good cross. It almost finds Umtiti, and now Frenkie de Jong wins in the aerial duel. It's Ousmane Dembélé inside the box. He tries a shot by Germán Sánchez once again, cuts the attempt away. It falls to Jordi Alba with Ousmane Dembélé on a 1v1 situation. He gets away from one. Now Pedri with Messi with an attempted shot again, but Yangel Herrera is once again all over him, not allowing him to get even the shot off. Now Pedri with Ousmane Dembélé once again on the right wing. Ousmane Dembélé with an attempted cross, but Kini is all over him once again, and it is the corner kick, I believe. So almost 74 minutes, almost 75 minutes of play, and Barcelona and Granada are trying after one goal by Lionel Messi and a very good pass by Antoine Griezmann. I'm sorry, a cross by Ousmane Dembélé after that corner kick. Samuel Umtiti did have a head on it, but it just went simply out of bounds. So it will be ball for Escandel. And back to what I was saying, a very good goal by Messi, but then Granada simply replied to that goal with a very good pass by Luis Suarez to Darwin Machís, and Darwin Machís tucked it away in a very great fashion under the legs of Marc-André ter Stegen. So 1-1, 75 minutes, another change for Granada. Darwin Machís is coming off, and who is coming on is Adrián Marín. So Adrián Marin, another player who has come down for Granada. He is a midfielder, and he will be looking a little bit more to take away any possible space against Barcelona. So Marin also in. We'll see how this works out for Granada. They will be looking to put a lot more men in front of the Barcelona attackers. So right now we have Busquets. Busquets that goes all the way over to Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto back to Messi. Messi trying to lead a bit more his team. He cuts back. He goes to Sergio Busquets. Busquets to Sergio Roberto. Now Ousmane Dembele with Frenkie de Jong. Back to Dembele. Dembele gets away from Kini. He slits. He gets away from him. Now tries to cross. It is a good cross, but nobody's there to have any say in it. Once again, another throw in for Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto with Busquets. Back to Sergi. Back to Busquets. Now Busquets has to go all the way over to Umtiti, and he in turn goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba with Pedri. Pedri to Busquets. Now Messi pressured by 2-3 defenders, and he is brought down after I believe it was Gongalons that had too much, used a little too much force against the Argentine player. So an exciting final 15 minutes of match. We'll see how this goes for both Barcelona and Granada. Once again, if Barcelona managed to win this one, they would go in front and they would be leading La Liga. But if they were to simply draw, they would be behind Atletico de Madrid and let go a golden opportunity of leading La Liga for the first time. It is a free kick for Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi is a little bit. The distance is great, 25 meters away from goal. But we'll see what Lionel Messi has in store for Granada. He does look very concentrated on goal. He will be looking to have a direct attempt. The wall gets ready. Here comes Messi. Messi getting ready. A good attempt, but it hits the wall. It falls to Antoine Griezmann that has a cross on, that puts a cross into the box. And Piqué was quick there to get into position, but it was just a little bit behind his right foot, so he didn't really have a good contact on it, and it just went wide of the goal of Escandel. So 78 minutes, and Barcelona still are drawing with Granada. We'll be looking forward to what this match still has to offer. Escandel puts the ball back into play. It falls all the way over to Busquets. Busquets simply heads it. And now Perez puts the ball into play all the way to the forwards. And now it is Granada trying to attack very quickly. It is Luis Suarez who is heading the attack. It falls to Gongalons. And a good header and a good crossman. Another goal for Granada. A good goal for Granada. Granada lead the match. Molina, a great header after an unexpected cross by the Granada team. I think it was Kini who put in the great cross just over the head of Piqué, and Molina was just simply had to head it home, and Marc-André ter Stegen had nothing to do. He simply had no time to react. So 78 minutes, almost 79 minutes, and Granada are leading against Barcelona at the Camp Nou. Barcelona were winning, but now it seems as if Granada have made a complete comeback. 2-1 now, Granada are leading. La Liga simply gets even tighter. Barcelona are letting a golden opportunity slip away from their hands. So another goal for Granada. We'll be looking to see what happens in these final minutes. A really, really good cross by, I think it was Kini. And Jorge Molina was just alone inside the box. Nobody was really covering him personally. He was in between both Samuel Umtiti and Gerard Piqué. And so almost 80 minutes of play, and Barcelona are losing against Granada at the Camp Nou. Barcelona did seem to lack and slack off a little bit in the second half. And now Granada once again into attack. It is Luis Suarez that tried to have a quick shot off, but the defense now of Barcelona was quick to cut it off. And now he is asking for a substitute. Barcelona will be bringing on another man. it will be Francisco Trincao on for Sergio Busquets. Busquets, the key midfielder in the first half for Barcelona, is coming off. He is brought off. And now Francisco Trincao will be brought on to see if he can add something different to the table for Barcelona. Now Francisco Trincao goes to Sergi Roberto, and he in turn goes back to Piqué. Now Alba has the ball. Ousmane Dembélé that has now changed his wing over to the left side, and Francisco Trincao is on the right side. Barcelona are losing against Granada at the moment. Now it is Sergi Roberto. Roberto goes back to Piqué. Messi is dropping way back into position. Just 2 attempts on target for Granada, 2 goals. 5 attempts on target by Barcelona, just 1 goal. So very efficient Granada in front of goal, very lethal. They are doing what Barcelona could not do it at all in the second half. And now the tables have turned for the Catalan club. And now Francisco Trincao, now Piqué with Umtiti with Messi. Messi trying to get away from a few defenders, but not really being successful. The referee does give a free kick for Barcelona. Lionel Messi seems to not have any clue on what to do. Gongalons was the player that committed the foul. Messi puts the ball once again into play with Sergio Roberto. Now Messi almost on the edge of the box, but not being allowed to do anything. Now Sergio Roberto with a good cross. It almost found its way to Gerard Piqué. Now Jordi Alba tried to cross it, but Fourquier was all over him and did not allow the cross to get over. Now Ousmane Dembélé trying to cut a bit more into that center. And Ousmane Dembélé gets away from 2-3 defenders of Granada. He goes back to Alba and Messi, but Messi once again covered by Gongalons. Now Francisco Trincao tries to get his shot off. He does, but it hits the first player of Granada in front of him. And now I think it's a player it's Kini that is on the pitch after that contact of the ball directly into his stomach. He is in pain, but it seems as if in the replay we can see it actually hit his right rib cage. So he is in pain, probably lacking a little bit of the wind. The wind got knocked out of him. So Barcelona are losing almost 83 minutes of play. After one very good goal of Darwin Machís in the counterattack, another really good header by Molina after a really, really good cross by Granada. So Barcelona were winning 1-0 with a goal of Messi. It did seem as if the match was basically really controlled by Barcelona, but they slacked off a little bit in this second half. And now Granada are winning. Barcelona are letting slip a really important situation in which they could have gone on top of the league, but it doesn't seem as if Barcelona have anything left in the gas tank. We'll have to see in these final minutes of play if someone can produce something magic. We have seen Barcelona come back against Granada in La Copa del Rey, and Granada seem to have reminded them that. And now Ousmane Dembélé on the edge of the corner. He gets away from Luis Suarez. Now Pedri tried to find once again Dembélé, but the ball just simply slipped out of the control of Dembélé. Now Umtiti goes back to Roberto. Roberto with Griezmann. Griezmann back to Roberto. Roberto, Messi with Pedri. And now Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba looking for a cross. He does get it out away. The defense of Granada were really quick to get it away. And now Molina trying to break into space really quickly. Pedri gets the ball away, but simply passed it over to where he thought his teammate was, and now it falls to Fourquier. Fourquier now on that right wing trying to get away from Pedri and trying to waste as much time as possible. Fourquier gets away from Pedri and simply buying his time. Fourquier once again, he goes down. He asks for the foul, but the referee gives nothing. And now it is Barcelona trying to break quickly into space. Now Frenkie de Jong is brought out by Gongalons. Frenkie de Jong asking for a yellow card. 85 minutes of play. Barcelona still losing 1-0. Now Luis Suarez will be brought off. Luis Suarez with a really good match. So, well, he played a really good match for his team. We'll see who will be brought on for him. Luis Suarez that is trying to commit as much time as possible to his substitution. Now, Luis Suarez did have his say on that first goal of Granada. He did cross the ball over to Darwin Machis, who at the end scored the goal. So good match for Luis Suarez, and Fede Vico is the one who comes on to substitute him. Now Barcelona have the ball. Jordi Alba goes all the way over to the other side with Sergi Roberto. He in turn goes to Francisco Trincao. Trincao back to Roberto. Roberto with Umtiti. Umtiti back to De Jong. De Jong, now Ousmane Dembélé. Dembélé with a good cross, but nobody's there to have a touch on it. Antoine Griezmann also been basically nullified this second half, not having any contact with, basically no contact with the ball so far. And now, once again, Francisco Trincao trying to get away from Kini, but he isn't successful. Once again, a throw-in for Sergi Roberto. He goes to Pedri. Pedri back to Roberto. Roberto to Messi. Messi trying to get away from 1-2 defenders. He does get away from one. He passes. He goes with a long cross. He goes to Piqué. Piqué try to have a contact in it, and now a very, very strong contact between the heads of Gerard Piqué and Germán, trying to look for the header in, but Piqué did contact, I believe, the head of Germán after a second cross by Jordi Alba. Oh no, they did not contact their heads. It was simply basically a little shove between the two, and they both went down. They both will be able to continue this match. So once again, kickoff for Escandel. Escandel will be looking to waste a little bit more of time. Barcelona aren't really looking that lethal at the moment, or even that prolific or creative. We'll see if they can produce something magical and special in these last few minutes. Now it is Messi. Messi gets away from one defender. Now he goes to Trincao. Trincao to Pedri. Pedri trying to find Griezmann in between lines, but unsuccessful with a really not a good pass at all. Now another throw-in for Sergi Roberto. Now Piqué back to Frenkie de Jong. Now Ousmane Dembélé. Ousmane Dembélé goes to Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto looking for a cross. Once again, another cross, but doesn't even reach its target. Now Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba once again with Ousmane Dembélé. Jordi Alba back to Dembélé. Dembélé looking for someone. Now he finds Jordi Alba a little bit more space. He tried to put a low cross into it, but Fourquier was quick. And now Frenkie de Jong. Now Dembélé. Dembélé with a good cross all the way over to the middle. And he tried to call for a foul, but he touched the ball with his hands. So now it is a free kick for Granada. The Granada player is asking for the ball. And now the referee showing a yellow card to Germán Sánchez after his many complaints against the Barcelona players. So now 89 minutes of play, and Barcelona still losing against Granada. Ousmane Dembélé was asking for a free kick after Kini simply applied a bit more pressure, a little bit more of physical virtues to that challenge. But Ousmane Dembélé went down and tried to grab the ball with his hand. And now it is a free kick for Granada. 89 minutes. We'll see how much time is added. A lot of time wasted, both with substitutes and goals, and players having to be checked on by the medical staff. So we'll see how much time the first official decides to add on. Right now it is Barcelona, and we have reached the 90th minute. 4 minutes added. Frenkie de Jong trying to dribble a long distance, trying to get close to the box of Granada. A good cross over to Piqué, but Escandel is quick and simply has to control it. And now we'll spend another few seconds just laying there. He finally gets up. Escandel is looking for his teammates. He asks them to get away from his box as possible. He will try to play it really, really long. And he does so. He looks for Molina. Molina against Umtiti in the aerial duel. Finally, the French defender wins. Once again, it falls to Umtiti, but he goes back to Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto with Busquets. With Ter Stegen. And now Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba back to Frenkie Young. Frenkie Young once again trying to get it forward as possible and quickly as possible. Once again, De Jong with another cross. Barcelona basically just trying to cross all over, not really even getting near the goal of Escandel. Not really even doing anything different in these final minutes of the game. Just trying to cross every time to Gerard Piqué and wait for Piqué to do something magical like that in that comeback in La Copa del Rey against Granada. Almost 92 minutes of play of these four, almost 2 minutes and a half. Almost 2 minutes played of these 4 minutes added. And it doesn't seem as if Barcelona have anything left in the tank. Right now, Granada is attacking, and the attacker will try to use as much time as possible. It is Federico who is having the ball at the moment. He asked for a corner kick, but it is ball for Barcelona. Ter Stegen will try to play deep. No, he goes short to Umtiti, and now Pedri. As we see the statistic, Escandel has four saves for his team and 0 for Marc-André Ter Stegen. So Marc-André Ter Stegen also not being really a factor against this Granada. Messi has a good cross. It gets to Piqué, and Piqué almost had a good contact of the ball, but the ball finally slithers out of bounds. So it is once again. Oh, I'm sorry. It was offside by Gerard Piqué. So it is once again. It is once again ball for Granada. It wasn't offside of Piqué rather than Ousmane Dembélé that tried to had a touch on a second occasion. But so Granada does seem that will coast through to a win. Escandel once again just wasting a lot of time. He finally gets the ball away. Almost 3 minutes of played of these 4 minutes added. Frenkie de Jong has the ball for Barcelona. They are on their own side of the pitch. Now Pedri crosses it. He goes to Messi. Messi is brought down by I think it was Federico. Now another free kick for Barcelona. We'll see if this cross can result in anything positive for Barcelona. The player that simply brought down Messi, it was Adrián Marín. He simply tried to break down Messi. He wasn't really that interested in winning the ball back for his team. So 93 minutes, 40 seconds. Almost the match is almost over. We'll have to see if Barcelona can produce anything special. It seems as if there is a lot of movement and a lot of contact and a lot of physicality inside the box between Samuel Umtiti and Germán Sánchez. Possibly a lot of frustration right now for Barcelona as they've seen how this match slipped away through their hands. Even Marc-André Ter Stegen is inside the box looking to have a header or try to do something. Right now, the referee is having a lot of words and having a lot of conversation with the teams and telling them to not do anything rash or unintelligent. Here comes the cross, and it is a good cross. Almost Gerard Piqué has a touch on it. He was just a few inches away from having a good touch on it and possibly tucking it home, but it finally found its way to Escandel. And now I believe the match is over. Yep, the match is over. So Barcelona have lost against Granada. They lost the opportunity of going ahead in this match and going ahead in LaLiga. They simply let this situation slip between the tips of their hands. And now Barcelona have lost, and I do think this puts them in second or third position. I'm not quite sure. I'll try to look it up as quickly as possible. But Barcelona have lost against Granada 2-1. They were leading with a goal of Lionel Messi, but at the end, a goal by both it was Darwin Machis and Molina put Granada in front. And so now, as things stand, Barcelona is in third place behind Atletico de Madrid, behind Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. So Barcelona just sees how a golden opportunity slips between their fingers. Really quick in the comment section, we have Olak Pato. He says, "Who's the MVP in your opinion?" I would say it was either Sergio Busquets, who was really, really good, had a lot of possession of ball, really good passes in the deep ends, and was really good. I mean, for Barcelona at least. On the other side, it would have been, I think, Darwin Machis. He was really involved in the goals. He was really a good player for Granada. But I think at the end it was probably Sergio Busquets. So Barcelona has lost against Granada, loses 2-1, and this puts them behind in third place of Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. We'll see what comes up next for Barcelona against Valencia on Sunday, I think. So we'll have to see. But Barcelona seemed a really weak side today, especially in the second half. They didn't really create or didn't even look to create against Granada, who were just basically waiting for them. But I mean, not everything is lost. They still have 5 matches or 4 matches remaining. So once again, Olak Pato asks, Barca's league is lost. I don't think so. Let's take into consideration Atletico de Madrid and Real Madrid aren't also in their best position so far. Atletico de Madrid have been losing points as well, and Real Madrid are also competing for Champions League. So let's hope that they can also trip up and will benefit Barcelona. But yeah, Barcelona loses against Granada 2-1, and we'll have to see what happens now for Barcelona. Well, I think that's all for today, folks. Please be sure to head over to our page, and we'll also be covering the live match against Valencia on Sunday. So we'll be hoping to see you there as well. Please be sure to head over to our podcast network and our page and our social media. Drop a like, drop a follow, a subscription, and well, yeah, keep in touch. Hola Pato says good English, by the way, bro. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this match. And